Hello, and welcome to Bees and Tea Stitching. My name is Sebastian. Once again, I do want to apologize for not having a video last week. We had a friend come in from out of town, and so we just kind of hung out with him, and I didn't actually record a video. But I think this one's probably going to be a bit of a long video, so strap in. But I do have a lot of stitching to show you, and I also have that 350 subscriber giveaway to do. So I didn't forget. I just put it off for a week. So there you go. All right. So I guess that should be good for an intro there. So, um, welcome back to all you awesome people who have been here before, and welcome to all you awesome new people. I know I think maybe still some people coming in, which is amazing. Um, so I thank every single one of you. I really appreciate it. I honestly never thought that I was going to get to this point. Real quick before we do go too far, so I can get my tea started here. This is what is the brand name? The Metropolitan Tea Company. I like this nice it's a cute wooden box. But it's a peach apricot tea, which I'm pretty sure I have had before. Oh shoot. And the string fell in. It's never good. I've been warming it up a little bit more, trying to get it closer to boiling because I'm I'm lazy and um I microwave the tea instead of putting it on my tea kettle, which I have a perfectly serviceable tea kettle to use. But oh, that's good. It's trying to decide. I think it's more peachy than apricotty, although the two are really close cousins, so it's kind of hard to tell the difference. But at least to me, it says more peach. Uh, no, I can't. There you go. It's not like a super dark tea. It is a black tea, but it's not a super dark black tea. It's kind of a rusty reddish color instead of like a really dark brownish color. Um, and Selena is behind me. She is wandering around, so we may or may not get to see her. But I did remember to bring out Biscornu, so he's my little mascot. So he'll sit right there. All right. So let's go ahead and get to this. So like I said, I know this. I'm gonna try not to make this too long, but I do have a lot to show, so I can't promise it'll be too short either. Anyway, so with the comments, like I always say, I read every single one of them. I respond to every single one of them. I love every single one of them. So if you have any suggestions, if you have anything you want to say, anything good, any constructively bad, absolutely send me a comment. If I've never had anybody say this, but if you don't want me to read it on here, I won't. I mean, obviously, I'll still respond to it, but I've never had anybody ask me that. So, but I just thought I'd put it out there just in case. All right, so let me get to the comments here. They're over on the side. That's why I'm looking to the side. They're on my second monitor over here. Terry Hall says a suggestion for One Nation. If you don't want to stitch South Carolina in gold, you can use the DMC Red, Grays, and Blues Variegated 4512. Congratulations on 350. That's actually a really interesting idea. I never thought about using a variegated or a different variegated. Oh, I think we might get cat. Um, so yeah, I'll take a look. There's a lot of really good variegateds. I don't know that I have 4512 on me, but I can get it obviously. Come on. And so I'll take a look at that, and I might end up doing that. So thank you for the suggestion. Sally Deem, I believe it is. Sorry if I said that wrong. She said, I was glad to meet you at Pam's Hawk Run Hollow Stitch together last week, and then Karen at Fox and Rabbit mentioned that you had a floss too, so I looked it up. Congrats on 350 subscribers. Count me in. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It was nice to meet you at the Fox and Rabbit. Um, I mean at the Fox and Rabbit the Hawk Run Hollow. It's a Zoom Sal. I mean, not Zoom Sal. It's a Zoom. I don't think it's open at the moment, but she may be opening it again. She just didn't want it to have too many people in there. Hey, sweetie, you want to come and sit with us? Us, okay. Anybody who is anybody who's stitching a Hawk Run, any of the Hawk Run Hollows, is encouraged to come in, and it's once a month. I think it's like third Tuesday or something like that. I don't remember exactly. Um, and yeah, just stitch and talk. So it's fun. So yeah, that's what she was talking about. See, Grumpy Stitcher says Earl Grey with a slice of orange is yum. That really sounds amazing. I want to try that. Um, One Nation is looking amazing. Thank you. I'm still struggling through the stars, but I'm getting there. I actually have moved over to do a little bit of stripe because I actually needed for uh, one of the groups I'm in. I needed red stitching, and so I was like, well, I might as well move over. But I still need to go finish the stars. I don't know. I want to say I'm 32 ish, maybe in somewhere thereabouts. So over halfway, but not that much over halfway. And as you can see, even though she's facing the other direction, we do have a Selena today. You did finally decide to join me. Thank you. Even if she faces the other way, I don't know why she does this, but so yeah, you can have a little bit of kitty head there. But but yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, um, yeah. Also, she had mentioned that there was a my last video was a little glitchy. I forgot to take a look at it before I got started. No one else noticed it, but did anybody notice my last video? Were there any problems with it? Because I'm really kind of curious if it was something I uploaded, or if maybe it was just something with her player. So I'm not sure which. Because if it's something bad, and I need to try to re-upload that, I definitely will. So you guys who watched the last video, I don't know if you could help me out with that, see what's going on. All right. So Karen Kirk says, "Congratulations on 350. My dad's, who's English, is an Arsenal supporter. Very cool. I take it you don't have any favorites yourself then, or do you have a different one you go for? Don't say Manchester City. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No. I'm just curious. If you like football, and if so, if is there someone in particular you follow? All right. And then the last one is Healing Gamer. Congrats on 350 subs. Thank you. I appreciate that. She was laughing at the fact that I used the term Satan's pubic hair. I am not the one who started that. I don't remember exactly who it was, but I think it was Vicky Stitching Button, because that's definitely something that she would say. So yeah, I just didn't want to take credit for something that I didn't start, but um, I'm not starting it, but I'm just propagating the idea that it's Satan's pubic hair. So, which I believe I was talking about metallic DMC. I believe that's what I meant with Satan's pubic hair. She also asked, how many full coverage whips do I have? She said I have four, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's out of six total whips. That's, yeah, 4 out of 6. That's a lot. So yeah, don't let anybody say that's not a whole bunch, because it is. Hey, there you go. You two want to talk? All right. Anyway, so I did a little look in, and I don't think I'm missing anything here. So I have one active one, which is the Good Omens, which I will get to show you. And I have Van Gogh's Starry Night, which needs to be restarted. And then I also have Sea Glass, which is a Carolyn Manning, which may or may not be restarted because I don't really like the coverage on it. Um, and then I have a Charting Creations, which has maybe 1 or 200 stitches on it, and that's it. Um, Now, and I also have a Haid. It's one of the little bookkeep ones, so it's not a huge one. And I also have another Charting Creations that are totally kitted up, but they're not started. So technically, either 2 or 4. I guess I would say 4 right now because neither of the other two have been restarted. So technically, they're still whips. They haven't been officially UFO'd. Oh, whip is work in progress. UFO is like unfinished object, which usually means that that's a project that you have started, and for whatever reason you're quitting on it. Either you're gonna restart it, or you're just gonna stop it because you don't like it, you don't like how it was stitched, or whatever reason. So That's a few words here. And I do apologize. The sun is going in and out of the clouds right now, so I'm watching the light like change, which is kind of distracting and annoying. But hopefully, it won't cause too much of trouble. We just had we had a nice little front come through last night, so we're still at the end of the front where, you know, we've still got some lingering clouds, and then but the sun's trying to come in behind it. So there you go. All right. So those are all the comments for this week. So it's not too bad. Not doing too bad time wise so far. Um. So Oh, I forgot to do life updates. Wow. Okay. I'm all messed up today. So honestly, there really are no life updates. I mean, the main one really was that my friend came to visit. Um. Honestly, yeah, that's really about it. I am gonna have. I am filming this on Thursday. I'm gonna release it on Friday because you know, normal. But the reason is having a like a more detailed eye exam on Friday. So I don't know how long it's gonna take, and I don't know what they're gonna do. Um, I have to drive because my husband's working. So either either I'm gonna be stuck there for a while till I can drive again, or you know, or they won't do anything that'll make my eyes funky. I don't know. Because since this is a lot more detailed eye exam than I've had in the past, I don't really know what it entails and how long it's going to take. So, not gonna lie, a little nervous. Um, I guess I called it a diabetic eye exam. You know, I'm kind of, I'm kind of sort of diabetic, but sort of on the cusp of pre-diabetic too. So it's like I'm really kind of skirting that edge. Um, But so I just don't want anything to be wrong with my eyes. You know, I have a feeling they're probably going to have to up my prescription a little bit. But we'll see. You know, these are I want to say yearish, maybe a little bit more than a year. I want to say I went maybe at the beginning of the year last year. I think. But anyway, sorry, that's not important. Um, so yeah, that's why I'm recording this a day early. But you guys will see it on Friday. Um, Other than that, that's really all the updates I have life wise. So there you go. So you didn't miss much. Um, yep. Okay. So the next thing I will get into, obviously, it's gonna be the stitching. So there, as usual, there's no new starts, no finishes, no FFOs. Kind of the old standby here. So what I'll do is I will go ahead and get into the whips. So, I think I think that I don't remember if I did a Hawk Run Hollow. No, you know what? No, I think you've seen this Hawk Run Hollow. So I'll just do a quick shot because I think this is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, and I think all I did was the windows, but I think you guys saw that last time. So I'm not actually going to spend any time on that one right there. Because the rest of them I absolutely know that I have worked on. So those are more important. So first off, since I was talking about One Nation and the fact that I moved over to do a little bit of the stripy stripes. So this is One Nation by Bygone Stitches. There you go. And once again, I say this every time, but that picture does it zero justice as to how really super cool this stitch is. And since I've moved it over, unfortunately, a bunch of the stars are um, they're folded up here, but um, I'll show you. So, like I said, I had to do some stitches in red, but I had to actually get over here first to figure out um, where it went. So, this is going to be the last of my stars here, and then this will be the start of the stripes, obviously, and start with Delaware. So they go in the order that they were in entered into the Union. I want to say South Carolina was 8th or 10th. Well, actually, hold on, I can find out real quick here. South Carolina was. Oh no, I can't. One, two. It looks like 8. So I think 8. But anyway, so it's not going to be too long till I get to South Carolina. It is on the third stripe. So you've got this first red stripe here, then you got a white stripe, and then as you can see, South Carolina's over here on the third stripe. So I've got a little bit of time to figure out how I'm going to do South Carolina, like what color I'm going to do it. So, but here you go. So it's just a few, couple, maybe 300, I think, red stitches, and the few blue stitches to get over to where I needed to be. So that is all I did with that. It did not get a whole lot of work, but it got a bit. So, all right. That is my one nation. Whoops. But it helps if I actually if I put the pattern back in there. Yeah, that would definitely help out. And ironically, it's an English bag because I don't know. I just enjoy the irony of that. This one also has been moved over, but it's in a hoops, so I should be able to show you a little bit better. This is for the Betty White tribute sale, so I started this on what would have been her 100th birthday. This is the Walk Fast sampler by Lindy Stitches. It's like that old Scandinavian saying, you can lead a herring to water, but you have to walk fast or he'll die. Which was a Rose Nyland, Betty White's character in the Golden Girls. It was a Betty Nyland. It was a Rose Nyland quote. So, as you can see, I've done quite a bit. So I finished up the hand. Started up with. I know we have to move this over, obviously. Move it back over. Start with a little bit of the. Whoops. There we go. The leash that goes down to the fish will be down here. But I also wanted to do some of that border because the border is kind of annoying. But this is actually, if you look at it, where it says saying, I mean that's pretty much at the end. So, um, and I don't think I'm gonna have enough room. I'm gonna have to move it a little bit. But yeah, this is right here is probably about the end of the pattern. So, so yeah, I got a good bit of stuff here. I did some of the border. I did some of the lettering here. I did some of this border. I did this uh, some of this the writing here, the boat, this little design, and part of the flowers. So yeah. Oh, and also my Stay Golden. I believe that's from Vicky Stitch and Button. I do believe, and I believe she also still has it available. So you definitely want to look on her Facebook page. There you go. But yeah, so that is the Walk Fast sampler, and this is 14 count. There it is, Demoiselle. Now, I love this. It is new for 2019. Oh, you're not gonna, no, you're not gonna do it. Anyway, I bought this at my LNS, obviously for 1850. It's 14 count Demoiselle by Pictures Plus, and I bought that when it came out, and I was just thinking, boy, I'm just gonna find something really cool to put this on. And I waited and I waited and I waited and I couldn't find anything. Um, I was the only one that was really almost close was the unicorn, but I ended up putting that on its what it was supposed to go on. And then I saw this. I'm like, you know what? I just think it'll look cute on that. So there you go. I finally got to use it like 3 years later. So yeah, that piece of fabric has been sitting. Whoops, doggone it! I keep forgetting to put my patterns up. So yeah, that piece of fabric has been sitting in my stash. Um, Probably about from when I started sewing, because I started, I want to say either late 2018 or early 2019, like in earnest. I've stitched in the past, but like really stitching in earnest. Multiple patterns and you know, overdyed fabrics and overdyed threads and that sort of stuff. It was about that amount of time. And so that one was just in a, it's corn. I don't know. I just liked it. I just thought it was kind of cool. This is a Vicky Stitch a Button bag. This one, the English one, I believe was probably somewhere on Etsy. You settling down? I don't remember exactly. This one is another one that's actually kind of appropriate to the bag. So this is a Garin tote bag, obviously. There you go. And I love this South Carolina fabric, even though it doesn't have anything from like around where I live. But you know, whatever. For whatever reason, people always think Charleston when they think of South Carolina, even though there's like lots of other really good parts of the state. But no, I'm not bitter, not the least. But this is, if I can go off my salty rant here, this is going to be Hamilton versus Seabury, Farmer Refuted by Taylor and Cromwell. This is from the Hamilton play. So Hamilton and Samuel Seabury are arguing with each other through song, and so this is them like talking over each other. So that's why as you can see, the words are over each other. So there you go. And this was also shifted over, although I think it might have been shifted over last time you saw it. So, um, I am definitely over halfway done, which is kind of exciting. That's really super cool. I would love to finish this by July the 4th, because I'm pretty sure I started it July the 4th 2 years ago when Hamilton came out on Disney Plus. Was it 2 years ago? Pretty sure it was 2 years ago. So I was doing a lot of the white. So I think I already had to win this. So I had the straight face over here, and already haunt us is what I was doing. And I think I may have finished off a couple of the gold words too. So, but yeah. So that's and I still love this. I believe this was from Get In Lizard. We're doing butt stuff. There we go. I believe that was from Live and Die LA, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. But yeah, just the Get In Loser We're Doing Butt Stuff is just hilarious. Because, you know, I have that 5-year-old type of humor. Okay, come on now. Ugh, Lord. I love Garen's bags. Um, they're a little tight with 11 by 11. He does have larger ones that are better with 11 by 11s. So, and he doesn't actually say that 11 by 11 would fit in here. I think he says 11 by 8. So it's not his fault. It's not false advertising or anything. I'm trying to stuff something in, something larger than it should be stuffed in. Oh my. Wiggle wiggle. You can't see it, but I'm doing an eyebrow wiggle. Wait. There you go. Anyway. This is another Garon bag. My best friend loves frogs, so I think that's why I got this one. This is one of my oldest bags. As you can tell, it doesn't have his label on it anymore. But yeah, I think this is one that I've had for quite a long time. And that's the last Garon bag I have to show. So I have plenty more. I just not than anything I'm working on. So to stay within the nerdy perfume here, this is Good Omens stained glass. Once again, this is for the Good Omens TV series or TV show, I guess, miniseries that is on Amazon Prime. I'm so happy they're doing a season 2. Yes, and it's already filming. There are pictures where both David Tennant and Michael Sheen have been doing some promos for other things or interviews, and they have their Aziraphale hair and Aziraphale and Crowley hair. So Michael Sheen's hair is like super like bleached white, and then David Tennant's hair is just like this fiery sort of red color. But anyway, so I'm up here. I am so close to getting this first row done. I'm just over here on this last part, like this little circle area with some books. Well, and then the rows down, but I am really really close to getting this done finally. I did technically get a page finish though. Um, so everything falling everywhere. So the page was right about here-ish. Yeah, there we go. Like right about here-ish. Kind of where that circle starts. So I did finish this page right here, which I think was maybe about from here to here. And so now all I have is this. His good old flaming sword. You can't tell. This is actually filled in. See, you can kind of see it there. But yeah, so it's slowly but surely, and once that's done, then I'll go back to the first part over here and start doing all that black. And that's going to be a lot with those plants, a lot of plant detail there. So that's going to be a lot of black fill in or black. So I do the black outline first, and then I do the fill in. There you go. That's what I'm trying to say there. And this actually is one of the larger. There you go. You can kind of see the difference. There you go. You can see the difference size wise. So I think maybe this is 11 by 11 or 12 by 12. And I think this one's maybe like 12 by 17 or something like that. So as you can tell, it's not taller, so you still have a little bit of an issue, but you've got a lot more to the sides to squish an 11 by 11 in there. So there you go. All right. I think I'll save those two to last. This one, which I wasn't really sure that I'd want to be working on, like when it's not actually the winter time. Well, it is winter, but when it's not like Christmas time. But I've been okay working on it. Now that I've kind of gotten to a point where I've started to work in some of the letters, it's actually getting a little bit nicer because the border here is really not my type of border, so it's kind of tough. But this is Christmas Bell Sampler by Heartstring Sampler. So there you go. Once again, this was supposed to be a different song, but they couldn't get the rights to it, so they did it with Christmas Bells, which is fine. That's another song I do like. I wish they had gotten the other one, Carol of the Bells, but it is what it is. So I think all I was working on, I think I do believe I worked on this since I've shown this again. I know I worked on the bells. I think I did a little bit over here. And then, of course, I started the I Heard. Well, you can actually see the variegation in the I Heard better in the video than you actually can in real life. So, there you go. But yeah, I heard, apparently. And it looks like what I've got on my string is more of the lettering. So the next time I go back to that, looks like I'll probably start doing a little bit more of the be on Christmas, or probably on Chris. I think maybe all I can fit in the hoop right now, but there you go. The This was a 16 count white 8, I believe. This was a 16 or 14 count black Ada. So those two, and then this one is, I believe, Vintage Country Mocha. I try to keep the thingy up. There it is. This is, I'm sorry, this is Country French Cafe Mocha, Ada 16 count by Witchelt. So there you go. So I'm trying to keep up with what I'm stitching them on and all that. And I think this is not all of the called fors. Actually, I don't think any of them are the actual called fors. So these are kind of my own. I think everything else is called for. Well, the I should say this one I did the DMC, not the variegated, because getting that many skeins of variegated would literally put me out of business, which I don't have a business. But anyway, so yeah, but the rest are called for, other than those two. All right, so I guess I will show you this one, and then I'll show you the one I'm most proud of, the one I'm working on the most. Come on. Okay, hold on. Sorry, the zipper's being a little weird, and I don't want to break it. There we go. Okay. So, this, and I don't have a picture for it because it is a mystery Sal. This is the, what was it called? Hold on. The Fab 50 Stitch Along by Abby Sue Design. So this is just the frame of it. And what's going to happen is in June, I believe, they're going to start releasing things to go inside of these little boxes. So there'll be 50 of the statues that are around Disney. Walt Disney World, I think. I don't think they're doing Disneyland. So as you can tell, this is about halfway across. Still have a long way to go down. But and I filled in a little bit. So this is filled in right here. This is just how it looks. I doubt these will be full coverage, but I don't know. Obviously, I won't know till June. So yeah, I have a long way to go till June. So I'm working on this at least 30 minutes a day, usually about 30 minutes a day. Um, and so I'm probably gonna have to end up working on it more because I don't think that pace is gonna get me there fast enough. So yeah, but yeah, so I've got some of the outline. I've mostly been working on these inside boxes here. The boxes will be different sizes. These are the same. This one is actually longer. It actually goes to about here-ish. So some of the boxes are bigger than others, and that's why you have to be really careful. Whoops, doing the right one here. That's why you have to be really careful about counting them correctly. I've been counting a lot, and as far as I can tell, everything looks good. Because you really can't fudge this. Um, and also you want to make sure that you get those all done before it starts in June because they don't start. There we go. Oh no, we'll have to talk to her about that. I think I see what the problem is. But anyway, they don't start in. They don't go from the corner. They don't go from like this corner. This is not like one, two, three. They're like all around. They're kind of random. So, um, that's why you kind of have to have them all done because you don't know what. Well, you do know where the next one's going to be. She does have them numbered, but you're really going to need them all done so you can place everything correctly. So yeah, I really need to get kind of running on that. This is a 18 count easy grid. There you go, easy grid, Ada. So yeah. And the last one, my pride and joy, the one that I have had the most fun working on and have wanted to work on the most and really have been working on the most. Sorry, I'm just getting these off my lap here because my foot is starting to fall asleep. There we go. All right, now they're off to the side. Oh, this one and the other one are going to be the same. These are bags that I sent the fabric to Vicky Stitch Button, and so she made a kind of a not a custom size bag, but one of her larger size bags for me. Well, two of them, I should say. So this is that's that is the pattern, which is not what you want to see. There we go. This is "You Belong to Me" by Long Dog Samplers. Yes, I finally joined the Cool Kids Club and did a long dog. Um, as I explained before, I like this one because it is Egyptian motifs, and I have been to Egypt before. I'm pretty fascinated with Egyptian gods and cultures and things like that. So, um, oops, well, crap. Oh, let me push this back through so you won't actually see the string. There we go. That's better. And my light has faded, so I apologize. The sun has gone behind a cloud, so hopefully you can still see it all right. There we go. So, this is a page finish. I think I mentioned that on Instagram. So that is one page out of 14ish, I think. Something like that, 13, 14. So I started up here, finished the eagle finally. I guess it's an eagle, I'm not sure, or hawk or something. Did this little motif, did this pattern over. So this is the end of the second page. Obviously, I have a lot more to fill in, but then I started. I guess it's probably a mosque spire. There you go. And now I am working my way back across here so I can kind of fill all this in. So I'm over here right now. That's where it is. But you can actually, even with the crappy light, you can still see that it's got some really, really pretty variegation. Yes, and it must be Italian. It's a major award. It's for Gile. But anyway, so there we go. So I'm making my sick here. But and there's still a couple of little motifs up here, but this part up here is pretty much done because there's just like a butterfly and a bug, or a butterfly and like a smaller bird that this bird is chasing. And then so really most of the design is down here and down here. So All right, so that is that. Those are all of my stitches. Um, Hopefully I'm not talking too fast. I'm actually doing really well on time. I thought I was actually going to be worse, but um, I am not doing too terribly bad. And this was um, the fabric is a fabric flare. It's papyrus, which I just thought was really awesome. That was a suggestion from a friend of mine. I believe that was on. I don't remember which because there was a whole bunch of people. We were doing um, a lot of kind of brainstorming about what I could sew this, what the fabric would be. So I don't remember who specifically said, who suggested papyrus, or that I try to find a papyrus. But I found this from Fabric Flare, and I love it. And so I think it's 18. It's 16 or 18. I forget which. I think I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, I think it may be 16. So that is all my stitching. When it comes to haul, obviously I didn't go to the stitchy store last week because my friend was here. So the only haul that I can think of that I got in, I've seen other people do this where they twist them together. This was my Crazy Annie stitching um, third of the month club, so I get Classic Colorworks. I just I love seeing it all twisted together like that. That's so cool. But anyway, there's some really there are some pinks kind of for Valentine's, but there's also some other colors in here. So let me see if I can get something. This looks good. Can put it up against this perhaps. Yes. Here we go. All right. What is this? Oh, okay. Sorry, I was just kind of curious as to what the actual writing was. Anyways, and this light is probably going to wreak havoc with it, but this is Frosty. You can kind of see it. Instead of being, it's white. It's like a creamy white with a little color, but it really looks like it's more green than blue. You can kind of, there we go. You can kind of sort of see some of this variegation in there. Sorry, I don't know if this is gonna help at all. No, it really doesn't help at all. Sorry. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. Yeah, you can sort of see it. But it's kind of subtle, so that one's kind of hard to see. Cobbled peach. Now this is really a pink, not a peach. Now that's pretty close. I mean, I guess you could call it slightly warm pink, but it's still a lot more pink than it is peach. So that's not a bad color, but it's more of a melony sort of color. This is chocolate cream pie. The cobbled peach doesn't look like it has much variegation at all. This one has a little bit of tonal variation, like there's little lights and darks, but the color is the same. So that's chocolate cream pie. That's pretty close. Kind of a paley, cocoa-y sort of brown. This is nutmeggy, which again, okay, so it goes kind of from pinkish to pink browns. It's not really, once again, not really a nutmeg sort of color, but that's fairly close to color there. And sweetest heart, which once again really does not look variegated. Kind of a magenta sort of pink. There you go. That's pretty close right there. And then the last one is Old Money, which, yeah, I think very slight tonal variegations. And it's a little blue for money, but it's not a bad Old Money color. Not that I really need to stitch anything that's old money colored, but I'm sure I'll find something for it somewhere. So yep, those will go into my classic colorwork um, uh, collection there, which is growing. So Yeah, so that is about it for haul. Sorry, that's a little low there. Um, I think I'll do my of the weeks. Wow, this is actually not going to be long at all. Well, forget what I said at the very beginning. I guess it's not going to be very long. Uh, that's good. Nice and fruity, but not overly fruity. Not like it's still got that tang of. It's a bit of a tangy black tea. Like you can like that tanniny sort of taste that you get with kind of a stronger black tea. And this is only one tea bag. Sometimes I like that tanniny flavor, so I'll for some teas I'll use two tea bags. With these, you definitely only need to use one. You still get that, and it's not overpowering. I don't want you to think that it's a bad tanniny flavor, but it's just there at the very end to kind of give you that zing. So I like it. Anyway, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do my of the weeks, and then we can go ahead and get to what I'm sure you guys have possibly fast forwarded towards. You know, if you have nothing I can do about that. The giveaway at the end. So the Stitchy website of the week is going to be Cantina Cant, Cantima by Kona. I think is how you say it. It's an Etsy site as usual. You know, obviously it'll be below. Um, it's a lot of kind of not really horror, but some nerdy stuff, some kind of dark horror-y sort of stuff. But really cute. You know, not big patterns, not super complicated patterns, but I just thought they were pretty cool. Um, and there was um, one Potter quote that I liked, and the reason I like that is because I don't mind doing stuff from the Harry Potter movies when it's something somebody has designed because I know that no money is going to that person who won't name. So that's fine with me. And some people don't want anything to do with it at all, which is fine. And some people don't care. That's fine too. Um, I have resolved to not give that person any more of my money. So I am not buying anything official. I am not getting rid of the movies that I have, nor the couple of little things that I have, including some bags that have the fabric on it, which I'm sure were official, because that money has already gone to them, and so there's nothing I can do about it. So I see no reason to get rid of that stuff because what's done is done. But I can vote with my wallet and not give them any further money, um, but still support people who are doing unofficial things. So there you go. Anyway, that's my tiny little soapbox. And again, if you don't feel the same way, it's fine. I mean, if you want to talk about it, I'm very open to discussion. Obviously, leave me a comment. But I know that not everybody believes the same thing I do, and that's fine. That's not a big deal. And if you don't, you don't. Just you know, as long as you can be civil about it, then we're all good. So there you go. Anyways, after that long diatribe there, the non-stitchy website of the week is an actual size ruler. So what happens is it's a website that has rulers with inches and millimeters, centimeters. Um, it's got sorry, I got a little some eye here. It's got a little thing that you calibrate your screen so that your screen is the same size or is the correct size, and then when you do that, you will have actual inches and inches, centimeters, millimeters, and all that good stuff on your screen. So I put it under non-stitchy because you could use it to measure your fabric, but you could also use it to measure other things, like anything you could put up to the like. Let's see, if I wanted to know how long this paper was, I could put it up to the screen and say, oh, it's 8.5 by 11, so this would be 8.5. So there you go. But anyway, so that kind of thing. So it has practical. I thought people could use it. It's a practical tool, um, but it's not necessarily going to be just used for fabric. So that's why I put it under the non stitchy. But you can most definitely use it for your fabric as well. There you go. Is that? I don't know. I guess maybe it's just the back is a little fuzzy for some reason. All right. I guess it's like front focusing and not back focusing as much. Whatever. Hi. Yeah, she is dead asleep over here. She is dead to the world. So yeah. There you go. Sleepy cat is sleepy. And yeah, that's my pile of stuff that I just showed you. All right. So I guess I'll go ahead and do my bee facts so I don't forget. Um, drones live up to 4 months and immediately die after mating. The queen can live 3 to 5 years. So there you go. Thought that was kind of interesting. Um, I'm hoping that I'm not redoing uh, facts. I might be. If I am, I apologize. Um, it's a little hard to find a whole lot of facts about bees. I know that sounds kind of weird. Other than just kind of the basic ones. So, so yeah, but I try to keep you guys informed. I love bees, obviously. Um, and so, I like to keep people kind of thinking about them because we really need to, really need to save the bees because if not, it's gonna cause a big ripple effect. But anyway, I'm not I'm not doom and glooming. I promise. Also, because bees reminded me, Frosted Pumpkin is about to do open. It's about to start an Under the Sea sale, and I love Frosted Pumpkin. They're super cute. I haven't done any other sales. I probably am going to go back and do that tea one because that's really cute now that I know what it looks like. But they showed the preview of it, and it has an otter on it. Now, you guys, anybody who's been here a while knows I love bees, but I love otters even more. Wait, hold on, see if I can. Can I make it this so I don't make you guys sick? My terrible kitchen. There you go. I have a otter collection up there. That's only a little bit of the otter collection. And yes, that is a lot of that's a lot of pop funkos back there. Anyway, I love otters even more than I love bees, really. And so I'm like, well, I have, I guess I have to do that. So I have my alarm set on my phone. The only problem is it's tomorrow at noon, and my eye thing is tomorrow morning. So I don't know if I'm still going to be in the eye doctors, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to see anything. So, um, I'm going to have to try as best I can to do this on my phone, to order it from my phone, because I have a very strong feeling that I'm not going to be home by the time it starts. And I've never actually wanted to grab one of their sets before, like the whole thing where you get the pattern, the fabric, and I think you get the pattern, the fabric, the threads, which actually has three. I think they might actually be three costs of colorworks, but I don't think I have them. They didn't look like I had them. And then I think you also get a little needle minder, which I don't think had an otter on it, but still, it'd be cute. So I actually do want to see if I can get that. I don't know how quick they're going to sell out, so I really want to try to get it as soon as like it comes up. So, you know, all that to say that I'm going to try to do this on my phone as best I can. We'll see. So, all right. Guess I've stalled enough, huh? So, people who have fast forwarded this part, you missed lots of good stuff, but you know, you do what you do because I can't I can't make you do anything. But honestly, I really appreciate anybody who watches any part of this. And if you guys have watched this all the way through to this point without fast forwarding, thank you very much. You guys are super awesome. So the 350 um, subscriber giveaway. So the normal rules apply. You have to be over 18 because I'm gonna have to get your address. Um, I would prefer for this to be in the U.S. just because it's large. If you do want to win and you're out of the country, out of the U.S., um, you are. I'll go ahead and I'll open it, but um, if you want to help a little bit with the shipping, I would be greatly appreciated. I'm not going to make you, but so it is open to everyone. Um, U.S. preferred just because of shipping issues because it's a nice little pile. There you go. Anyway, this is all going to go to one person. Um, I'm I have ADHD enough, and I don't need to try to figure out how to send this to a bunch of different people. I'd rather just go ahead and send everything out to one. And I need to make sure I'm not dropping things. All right. So, what do you? So, yeah, be over 18. Be a subscriber, please. Um, like. Obviously, I'm going to get you to comment. I'll tell you what it is at the end. Um, so yeah, those sort of rules. Don't say giveaway. Don't say contest or winner or whatever. Those sort of things, so that people who aren't subscribed or aren't actual stitchers, can see it. So there you go, the normal stuff. All right, so guess we'll start from the small and go big, since that's how I have them listed, or how I'm stacked here. So this is actually a little. Oh, there you go. A little needle minder. There we go. That I made myself. These are like, it's actually like a little cardboard, and then I glued the little thingies on the back. So it's nice decent neodym. This one, I don't know who made it. I believe I got this at StitchCon last year. And it's super cute, but I'm not using it right at the moment, so might as well have somebody enjoy it. So it's a little um, I don't know if it's clay or plastic or something, but it's a little lollipop here, and of course it's got the little magnet on the back there. It's There's something on the back, but I mean it looks like it's just glue or something, but I mean it doesn't, so it's still very strong. So those two things, and next we have a Be Stitch Me hand dyed silk. This is 50 yards of Nexus. Oh, there we go. That looks good. So it's a light blue to dark blue to purple. Is it dark blue or no? It looks like it's light blue to purple to black. So it's 50 yards of the silk, so really nice and soft. Which reminds me, I didn't do my usual weekly rub of my Silks for You silk. This was Silks for You silk in my You Belong to Me. I forgot to say that. Next, now this is not. I mean, you know, I had to do a little patch on the back, so this is not like super awesome or anything. It's kind of very basic because I was just kind of learning to do it. But it's actually finished. A little gingerbread um, gingerbread man. So it's just white on, oh, there we go, on perforated paper. Then the back is brown felt, and as you can tell, it's got a little string to hold it. So perfect. You can give that to somebody if you want. You can keep it if you want. I just keep forgetting about it, so I keep forgetting to put it on my tree, and I would rather somebody be able to enjoy it, since I seem to just forget about it. So um, now this is um, okay, I guess it was anchor thread that came in here. This does not have any of the thread in it, but it does have the pattern. Because I've already stitched this, so there's no thread involved included, but the actual pattern. So this is a real official, honest to God, Pirates of the Caribbean cross stitch. So there you go. So little sort of kit. Next, and so all of these are ones that I have. These are things that I've stitched before, so some of them have been in some of my videos. Some of them I might have done um, before I started. So if I have finished these and you want to see them, I can take them out of my. It's not my under the bed box, but my under the shelf box, and show you guys. So got French Country Crow, which is really cool. That's JBW Designs, which I had fun. That's a really quick stitch. I mean, I did that I don't know, probably in a couple days, I think. Um, yeah, there we go. So this is Kitty String, which again I have done. Um, but it's really cute. It's pretty quick. It's actually more colors than you think it would be. Um, looks like it's Classic Colorworks and Weeks, but they do have DMC equivalents. So let me cover this up. Hold on. Oh, there we go. As you can see, I did write on it, um, just with the colors that I put in, but the actual pattern itself is fine. There's no markings on it. So, and that's the same with all of these. There should not be any markings on any of these. Since I already had this one back out, the stocking sleds. It was this one that I've done. I do not have this one. I actually did give that one as a gift to somebody. So that one I fortunately cannot show you. I got a bunch of Lizzie Gates here. This is a June Flip It. I don't remember if I did that one or not. I think I did. Once again, these Lizzie Gates are nice, but they do use overdyes. So, okay, now this one is marked. Um, so whoever whoever wins, as long as you don't mind this one being marked up, I will add this. If you'd rather not, I just will try to find something else. Um, so, um, see if I can. I'll show you just a little bit of the pattern. So it's plainly, you can see what it is. So it's absolutely usable, but it is marked. You can see all the little designs, so you know what color is what. So it is still stitchable. But yeah, so just tell me if whoever wins this, if you do or do not want that included. All right, so this one, I believe I did this one. Now I know I did this one for sure. The Busy as a Bee, My Needle to Me. Once again, I am sorry that I have. Now the inside is fine. I have marked notes on what I used for colors, but the actual inside is not marked at all. So there you go. And then the other one, which I did not do, is Be Yourself, Everyone Else is Taken. So that is those two. Let's see if I can put these up here so they don't fall off my. I don't want them to fall off my lap here. Gonna stay. There you go. Okay. This one I have done. Um, it's not. It's just that's just the way this came. Um, I don't have the bag for it, but everything is here obviously, and it's. Double check, make sure nothing is marked here. No, this is fine. So, this is Lindy Stitches. There's no place like home except Grandma's. I do have this. This is I did this for my mom. I just never got the frame for it, so I never gave it to her. But I do have that for her. But yes, there's that. This one I got as a part of my one of the um, LNS retreats that I've done. I mean, this was before all this COVID stuff was happening, but I don't remember if I actually stitched this one or not. Either way, this is hands-on design, laundry, the never-ending cycle. Come on, focus, focus. This is part of the okay. Um, you know what? I I'll have to double check and make sure I have this pattern. Um, the pattern I think may have fallen out. So let me double check, but once again, if I don't have it, I will, there we go. I'll put in something else. I do apologize. I think maybe the pattern fell out somewhere, so I'll double check and make sure I have that one. And then the last one, this was also part of a retreat in my LNS, and I think we just did a couple of little motifs. This is a whole bunch of little motifs in here. There's also a alphabet, so you can customize some of these. But this is Tiny Modernist. book lover motifs. So there we go. You can see some of the motifs in here. There's a whole bunch of just little stitches. There you go. 2 bookmark designs, custom alphabet, book label, 2 border designs, and then some other small motifs. I like this petty point over here. But yeah, or I should say over here. But yeah, that's it was really cute, and this is all DMC on the back. I'm not showing you any pattern. So that is the last one. Again, this is not marked up or anything. So that, excuse me, I'm sorry. Those are all the patterns and the thread. The last thing is going to be a couple pieces of fabric. This is a fabric flare called Mystique. It is a 14 count, but it is really pretty. It's definitely, actually all 3 of these are, is that? Yeah, actually all 3 of these are opalescent. I did not mean for that to happen. Um, Hopefully whoever wins does not mind opalescent fabric, but I did not mean for all 3 of these to be opalescent. But, so it's got a really nice kind of greeny, browny, bluey gold. So that's kind of the other half of it. It's huge. So this thing is a gigantic piece of fabric. So there you go. Wait, hold on. There you go. Oop. So there you go. It's a nice big piece of fabric, and there's all sorts of different colors on it. So if you only wanted to use one particular part of it, you could absolutely just, decide on where you wanted to stitch on that fabric. The second one, I guess I can take these out since they're easily bagged. This is Picture This Plus Crystal Twilight. It says 18 by 27, but it sure looks like there's more. Um, but there we go. So it's a really pretty variegated blue opalescent. So very pretty. I said this was 16 count. Oh, this is 14 count. Sorry. So this is 14 count. I mean, obviously, Ada is what I work with. So, whoever wins this, is going to get some Ada. um, and then, whoops, put this back in the bag, I suppose. And this was the, there you go. Like I said, it says 18 by 27, but it really looks like more to me. But I don't know. I haven't actually sat there. Because this one also says 18 by 27. And it looks like there's a lot less of it. But I don't know. So it's hard to say. But anyway, this is 18 by 27, 18 count opalescent Ada. It does not have a color. It has a number, $3.99. And this is by Bestitch Me. So it's kind of, oh, there we go. Actually, you can really see the opalescent in there. Let me show you the back there. There we go. So it's kind of really a peachy sort of color. Very bright peachy sort of color. It's, honestly, it's a little brighter than it's showing here. I don't know if I could really, is that any better? Yeah, I don't know if that's really any better. I know I'm not showing any pattern. But anyway, so it's a nice, bright, uh, peachy, not really pinky, but really a peachy orangey sort of color. And that is also 18 by 27. Alright, so, and then, so you've got all of those. Let me just pull that up here. There we go. You've got all that. It is possible I may throw something else in. I don't know. Sometimes I do just end up, kind of finding something and saying, "Oh, that's cool." So, you may get a couple extra things, uh, but I can't promise. I don't know what. So, who knows? Might get a surprise. So, I think that is going to be about it for that. So, if you want to, there we go. Sorry, I'm just writing this down so I will remember what to look for. So let's do this. Trying to think of a good question. I know, I know what I want to ask. I want to try to see if I can word it right. Is there a particular, um, yeah, let's do this. Is there a particular color of fabric that you like? Like this is, Crystal Twilight. That is like my my You Belong to Me is on Papyrus, and I had the other one that was on like the French Country Latte, I think it was. So, do you have a particular color that you like? Like, and you don't have to say you don't have to say where it's from unless you want to. Um, but so I'll be looking for the word color. So, and if you don't have a favorite color of fabric, just say I don't have a favorite color. Um, you can, and if you want to, you can tell me if you like Ada or, excuse me, I'm sorry, if you like Ada or 28 count or linen or whatever. I just like to know these things, like what kind of fabric do you guys like? But yeah, I'll be looking for the word color. That's what I'll be searching for. Um, and let me see. So next week, let me double check on something really quick here because I want to make sure. Um, Next week is the 3rd. Okay. Um, because most likely once again I will not be. I will probably not be filming 2 weeks from now. I have a trip that I'm going on, just a little trip, but I don't think that where I'm going, I probably won't have good enough Wi-Fi to really do a recording on my laptop. So, and I don't think I have the program on there either. So, so yeah. So let's go ahead and do this for 1 week. Um, there's no reason that I can think of why I shouldn't be able um, to end this next week. If I have to, if something happens and I don't, um, I don't um, record next week, then it'll be 3 weeks. But let's say that it's going to end. Let's say, since I'm in the Eastern Time Zone of the United States, let's say midnight. Let's see what's okay. So let's say midnight of the 3rd of March. So that's midnight of the 3rd going into the morning of the 4th of March. So that's Thursday night at midnight Eastern. Let's call the cutoff time there. All right. So like I said, once again, B18 because I need your address. Preferably U.S., but I will take international. Um, don't say giveaway or winner or contest or anything like that. Please comment with the word color, like what color of fabric that you like. Um, I guess that's about it. So, I do believe that should be good to go. And I went a little over an hour, not too bad. I was afraid it was actually going to be a lot longer than that, with as much sewing as I've done this last couple weeks. Despite having someone here, a lot of times if we're just hanging out, I can sew and talk. So I still got a decent amount done. All right. So let me move this over here. There you go. So, from a very sleepy and probably not wanting me to bother her, Selena, and myself, I guess I will talk to you later. Bye.